Hi, everybody. Dan Illman, Mike Beer, kicking off the 50-cent early pick 4 on New York Showcase Saturday at Belmont Park with race number 2. It's the Maid of the Mist Stakes. We are going 1 mile on the main track. This for 2-year-old fillies. Before we get started with the analysis, remember that Mike Welsh's DRF Belmont Fall Meet Clocker reports available right now for purchase. DRF.com/clocker. They are the perfect complement to your past performances. Mike and his expert team of clockers grade many of these morning workouts and give in-depth analysis. Here's the field for the Maid o' the Mist. We got 6 in here, and we got an even money favorite in the 2, Naked Avenger, a perfect 2 for 2. Naked Avenger, even money on the morning line, 16-1 last time, Mike.
Yeah, and almost 10-1 first time out when he won as well, so or when she won. So you have to take a short price on her for the first time. Listen, she's run pretty well in both of her starts, so I'm not going to knock her. It's just a question of how short do you want to go on her.
Short field, expected slow pace, according to the Timeform U.S. pace projector, blue bar situation in Timeform U.S. parlance. That means it favors horses on or near the early lead. The 6, Saratoga Beauty, has shown some speed. It would not be surprising if she makes lead. I think the 4, Good Credence, has got to be closer, right, Mike?
Yeah, I thought that she would be closer as well. We'll see how that plays out. I guess, based on her last dirt race, the pace wasn't that fast, so I suspect that's why on the pace projector she's not that close, but I think she's going forward in this race, Dan.
Top connections down on the rail, 7-2 on the morning line for the 1, Firenze Freedom, Jason Service, Arad Ortiz. This horse ran into a live maiden special heat at Monmouth for open horses in the career debut, dropped in with New York breds, came with a nice run. We're going to show that replay right now for Firenze Freedom, and Firenze Freedom's got some work to do at the 3/16 pole. She's 3rd on the outside.
Yeah, I mean, she got, pretty far off the pace here early on. You can see that she has work to do in the stretch here. The horse that she's going to run by, the 5, there's acting a little green, and Firenze Freedom's just going to run right by these horses. Last 16th of a mile, and she's going away at the end. This is a pretty nice step forward for her, Dan, off of her debut, where she did run sort of deceptively well. Figure's not that big, but it feels like she's got tons of upside. There's a nice pedigree for Service.
Strong formulator fact for Service as well. Over the past 3 years, 2-year-old maiden winner in their last start, returning on dirt for the first start against winners, 5 for 9. 56% winners, a $4.70 return on investment. Now we'll talk about the even money morning line favorite, the 2, Naked Avenger, debut winner in the slop at Saratoga. And then I don't know how she won the Joseph A. Gimma last time out. We'll turn into the stretch. It looked like she was outpaced completely on the far turn. The odds-on favorites got the lead. She's on her left lead, flailing in 4th right now. She's got about 5 lengths to make up, and she does it.
Yeah, she does it, and not only does she do it, she actually does it pretty easily at the end, and she's clear under the wire. You're right, she got up close early in this race, outpaced around the turn, stayed on way better than everybody else at the end, and she's going away. A little bit similar to her debut, where she rode the pocket for most of the way, got through on the inside, and just stayed on at the end of that race to prevail. Listen, again, I'm not going to knock this horse, Dan. I don't know that I would take a super short price on her, but she certainly found a good spot. The figure for that last race suggests she's going to be tough in here.
No doubt about it. A 75, the best last buyer of the field. The number 3 is Critical Value. I liked her debut at Saratoga for Jeremiah Engelhardt. She only was beaten a nose that day, and I liked her last race at Saratoga. It was the at slower division of state-bred maiden 2-year-old fillies that's going 6 furlongs, but she ran well. She got up close to the pace. We see her on the outside. Yes, she's even money, but once she gets to the front, she draws away really nicely. Saratoga Beauty is in this field. You see her down on the inside tiring. A nice effort for Critical Value, one of a plethora of 2-year-old winners for Jeremiah Engelhardt at the Spa.
Yeah, he's having a great year with his 2-year-olds. Listen, this isn't the strongest field in the world, but she wins easily. I'm with you. I thought her debut was actually pretty good as well. She's supposed to be able to stretch out. There are things to like about this horse.
Let's talk about Good Credence, who was a winner in an off-the-turf race last time out. I thought it was a pretty fast race. Beyer did too, giving it a 71 to speed figure. This horse was the innermost of a 3-ply pace battle in the early portion of the race, and as they turn into the stretch, Critical Value has cut the corner and is splashing home. I really liked the way she finished this race off. For me, there's a little bit of a question about distance, but I think she should be closer to the pace than Timeform US projects, and this is a very underrated good trainer, Anthony Margata.
Yeah, I agree with that. It'll be interesting to see what she does here because you have the turf race 2 back and then you have a wet track here to deal with. But, I think she did some good things in this race. And like you, I like the way that she finished the race off. It gives me hope that she will stretch out to the mile. And I also agree with you. I think she's going to be forward in this race and can maybe get a good trip and get the jump on some of these closers.
Formulator fact for Margada regarding Good Credence over the past 3 years. Last out maiden winners on dirt. 4 for 16, a $2.81 return on investment. Tough ask for the first-time starter. The number 5, Night Train. This is a daughter of Micromanage, sold for $27,000 as a yearling. Some very fast workouts on display, but not only does she have to face winners, but she has to do it going a mile.
Yeah, it just feels like they're asking a lot. This is a very good trainer, a new trainer to this circuit this year. He's doing a really good job, though. I mean, we'll see what happens, I guess. Debuting over a mile in a stakes race seems like it's not going to be easy. There are a couple of gaps in the work tab, too. So even though she's been training well lately, she's missed an awful lot of time. We'll see what happens, Dan.
Completing the field is Saratoga Beauty, expected to make the pace on the Timeform U.S. pace projector. I think Kendrick Carmouche will hustle her out of there, showing stretch-out speed after 3 sprint efforts. We saw her finish behind Critical Value 2 starts back. Now here's her maiden win at Belmont. She got up close yet again. She's in those blue blinkers on the outside, and she grinds this one out. This was a professional, solid performance. She's going to have to take a step up from a buyer standpoint.
Yeah, I mean, she just has to improve. I don't think she's run particularly well in any of her races. She's going to get it done here, but she's going to do it in slow time, and it's not that impressive. Listen, they've liked her. Obviously, they've really bet her in her 3 starts. Like, they think she's going to be good. She just hasn't really shown it yet on the track.
Top pick time for the first leg of the 50-cent early pick 4 on Saturday at Belmont. I'm going to go with the 3, Critical Value. I've liked both of her starts. I think she can take up a stalking position without being outrun or too far back if the pace is moderate, and I expect Junior Alvarado to have her in the clear and running late. I think 5-2 in the morning line is fair for what she's done. I went 3, 2, and 4. Your top pick is my 3rd pick, Good Credence.
Yeah, I feel like this horse is going to get forward in this race, and I just like the way that she finished last time. Then I think the mile is going to be within her scope. Maybe she just gets a good trip in here. The horse is down on the inside. I respect the 1 and the 2, but I put him 2nd and 3rd. 4-1-2.
4-1-2 for Mike, 3-2-4 for me in the Maid of the Mist, the $250,000 Maid of the Mist. Again, kicking off a 50-cent early pick 4 at Belmont on Saturday with an approximate post of 12:53 Eastern. Best of luck.